If you are a property owner, you have been outraged by the increase of the property taxes that you're going to have to pay in 2024 for 2023. If you are thinking of appealing your notice of valuation that you received at the beginning of May, there's a super easy way to do this online. You can do it, of course, in writing, you can fax it in even, or you can call, but it's really the easiest here on the El Paso County Assessor's website. Hey, click the like button, subscribe to this channel, and click the little bell so you're always informed when we have a new video coming out. First thing you do is you go to elpasoco.com. That gets you to this website here. Because I'm an impatient person, I don't scroll down. I actually click this magnifying glass up here, and that gets me to this window. Click parcel search, and that gets you to a window where you can type in an address, a property address, and then this pops up. Lots of information here. I see the new assessment is $674,000 for this house, which is very surprising, and I feel very high. By the way, I do have permission from the owner to do this. And yeah, so let's just review this. It's very high. There is going to be a lot of additional cost. Before we go to the appeals, though, I will review whether all the numbers and data that the assessor has for this property is accurate. So I will take a look at the square footage right here, if that's all accurate, right? Rooms, bedrooms, baths, yes, that all looks fine. So I will move forward to the appeals. If you have all your documentation together, you can go straight to file an appeal right here. That means, for example, you had an appraisal done during the review window, which is January 1st, 2021 through June 30th, 2022. Use the appraisal, especially, and of course, only if the appraisal is actually lower than the new assessed value. Or if you've actually purchased the property, then you can, during this time frame, then you can, of course, present that as well. I did not, for our house that we purchased, I did not provide additional proof because proof is in the pudding. In this case, it's actually on the assessor's website. So I just didn't do that. Click the Visit Comper site. And with this, of course, you can always ask me. But if you're in a hurry, because the deadline, and I forgot to tell you about this, the deadline is actually June 8th. So that's coming up in 48 hours. You want to get your appeal in because that'll give you another 5 weeks to actually get all your paperwork and all your reasoning and all your presentation together for the assessor if you can't do it right now. So here you have a very pretty map. Here you can add bathrooms 2 to 5. That's accurate. Square feet. That's quite a range. Total square feet, because actually, okay, so I can adjust this a little bit because the house. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I do know this neighborhood really well. That's where I do most of my business. I sell all over town, but this is where I do my business. So I'm very familiar with these homes out here. They're all brand spanking new. And in my opinion, and also in appraiser's opinion, you cannot compare these homes with any existing homes. Because remember, you got to compare apples to apples. So you want to have similar square footage, ideally the same floor plan, and if possible at all, the same neighborhood, especially when there are, a lot of sales in the neighborhood. we have a high density of homes in this neighborhood, so I think that's totally fine. But I will not use these homes here on the rim as comparable sales. There's one here. I know for a fact that this was also a high-end semi-custom home. So let's see what else I have. I have 315 Eclipse. I know that house as well. I originally sold it actually, so that was a semi-custom home. Let's see what else. 147, that was a house that we could potentially use, but that was just the first. Yeah, so you can choose here which properties you want to use. There's here one across the street. I do prefer to stay in the neighborhood. However, if I can't pull it together, I will definitely choose those. So here, see, I clicked it and then this popped up. I can add comp. I have one here, 620, a little higher. So let me see, I can add comp here. And I can use this, add comp. And this is the subject, actually, the subject property. Let me see if I can pull out a little bit. So not too many homes in the neighborhood that I can use for this specific home. But here you can download comparable sales right here, and then you get a very pretty PDF that's being generated right now. And it will download on your browser and also to your computer. And it looks like this. Is it coming up? Is it coming up? There you go. And it looks like this. Now, you will see here a time adjusted sale, and that is what's going to be a problem for the subject, right? So we have to take really a close look. First of all, that's what I do. I think it's much harder for, a regular property owner whose job is not to sell and help purchase homes. However, yeah, so these are not great. This one is not bad, but 744 and 711 is probably not a good idea. So I will have to find differences. You, as the property owner, will have to find differences between these homes. You will know best what is happening in your neighborhood. So if you know that the other homes are new construction, custom homes or semi-custom homes, or they have a great view compared to yours, then that's what you want to list. Maybe your home hasn't been updated, but all these other homes have, or they've been flipped. That is information that you need to add in order to provide the assessor a really accurate picture of your home and that your home is not worth what they thought it was worth. Help them understand that and approach it from that end. They're not trying to make it unfair. There are just so many homes that need valuation that it's being run through an algorithm, and that algorithm on occasion is wrong. So you need to show the reviewer of your appeal what's right, what's wrong, and what your thoughts are. And you know best what to say because you know your neighborhood and you know your house. So if you have any more questions, please feel free to contact me. And yeah, good luck with this appeal. And because